Game is on right now. Kansas City Chief is playing in Houston, Texas, and I want to hurry up and do this right quick because I do have to get some rest because I have to go to work tomorrow, and the game is on, like I said. So anyway, let me talk about Darryl Moore. Darryl Moore got on live last night. And for those of you who don't know who Darryl Moore is, he is a blogger. He came to be known when he got on King Jive page about almost a year ago. And that's when they was going after Will McCray. If any of you remember that. For those who follow King Jive, Will McCray, there was some things that went down where they went after Will McCray, and Darryl Moore came on the scene. He talked about how he knew how he knew Will McCray, and then he talked a little bit about Juanita Bynum. So afterwards, he got his own platform. He did the Jimmy Battle story after it was done by King Jive, and it seemed like he was taking different folks that was interviewed by King Jive or worked with King Jive and taking them on his platform. And so after that, there was a falling out. Something happened to where him and King Jive didn't get along, and there was some back and forth. So anyway, Darryl Moore has been after Larry Reid ever since the Jimmy Battle story, because the first person who originally did Jimmy Battle story was Larry Reid, and then it went to King Jive, and then to Darryl Moore. So I had made a blog some months ago, because during the beef between Darryl Moore and King Jive and Miko, if you remember Miko, she is considered King Jive's sister, even though they're not biologically related. But King Jive did the story, the Juanita Bynum story, and did some things for Miko, because Miko was a part of Juanita Bynum ministry at one time. So that is who Miko is. And so how I came into this mix, and I'm not taking sides for nobody, was that there was a night I wasn't feeling too well. This when they started shutting down everything, and I happened to get up to go to the bathroom. I had called in from work that morning, but in the wee hours of the morning I was up, and I happened to turn on and see that Darryl Moore was on live, and he was threatening Miko Dooley, and he was just telling her that he was gonna come up to Chicago, do something to her, and that he was gonna tell his Freemason brothers to hold it down till he get there and all this stuff. So he deleted that video and everything. So I did make a video that did reach about 1,000 viewers. Tell them, it was a message to him, King Jive, and Miko Dooley. Then afterwards, Darryl Moore, some weeks later, he was sharing pics with this one lady, and when he found out about this lady or got to know her and decided that he did not want to communicate with her anymore, he went and put her on blast. Did what some men that are jerks do, but he did it on social media. He had exchanged pics with this lady, nude pics. He showed his ping to her, and she gave him some pictures of her being in the nude with her clerical, because she's a minister, and she had her clerical stuff in the nude, of course. And so he showed that picture of her to some of his colleagues that be on the internet with him. And they was making fun of her, calling her all kinds of names and stuff like that. So again, I made a video. Now my video was not defending Larry Reid. And so he had commented on my video a few days ago that I did some months ago. About a few days ago, he commented on my video. And then he asked me, was I a follower of Larry Reid's? Now, I do follow Larry Reid page, but I am not a part of his Patreon. I'm not a fan of Larry Reid's. There are some things I disagree about Larry Reid, but I don't have a problem watching his show. I enjoy his show and the stuff that he does and the professionalism and everything else. But I have no problem with what Darryl Moore, as far as the cases that Darryl Moore been bringing to his platform about Larry Reid, that's none of my concern. That's none of my business. I have nothing to do with that. But Darryl Moore had got on his live talking to the church people, which included me, because he called me a hypocrite afterwards. Mind you, I haven't been a part of nobody's church in 2 years. I've been trying to find a church home, even online, but I can't find one. And there are some things that happen that make me really not want to be a part of anybody's ministry. I was happy that my brother started his ministry, and I wanted to be a part of his ministry because I know that I will be very well welcomed and accepted. But anyway, back to this story. So, to Darryl Moore, I need to say this. First of all, none of those videos was made to protect Larry Reid or to defend him. They was made because I got tired of you dragging women. And you had threatened one woman, and then you went and you totally degrade another one. And that was the woman that you were sharing some nude pics with. So again, I spoke up and I gave my concerns. I also made a statement to the young ladies about Ruth and Boaz. Because you are not a Boaz when you do stuff like that. You was being a jackass, excuse my French, everybody. And I was telling the young lady they don't need a jackass. They need a Boaz in their life. And there are certain things that you don't do. I had to learn too. You don't share nude pics with people because that could get all over the internet. Unless you are totally married to this person. And I mean, you don't need to get your nude pics anyway if you see you naked every night. So, Boaz was a protector. He made sure Ruth wasn't hurt by no man, degraded, looked down on. He made sure that there was enough left over for her to take home. He was a provider. And he was the next of kin to marry her. There was somebody else before him, but that person could not marry her. So he took her hand in marriage. He was a priest in the household, a prophet, all that, a man of God. He served the true and living God. And Darryl Moore was somebody who already came on the platform. And I told these young ladies that Darryl Moore is somebody who came on the platform who said he is not the churchy type. He cuss, he smoke, he drink, he watch porn, he does this, he like big women, all this stuff. So I don't understand why women are sitting up there giving him money, sitting up there giving nude pics to him, or anything like that. He is not the man for you. So anyway, I do want to talk about Freemasonry, and I want to do that on Saturday because Darryl Moore is a Freemason. Now, I know people in South Carolina, excuse me, family.